Welcome back to another Lego review, another Star Wars Lego review. Happy to be here, happy to see ya, and let's do this. This is a new set, similar to the blue X-Wing, the New Republic X-Wing that came out recently. This is a part of the newer lineup, and I have a medium amount to say about it, which is honestly pretty cool. I'll take that. This is set 75444. Someone maybe Fives' cousin. So what we have here is an Imperial AT-RT, which I am very excited about, as well as kind of a snow turret that's kind of like from Empire Strikes Back, if that makes sense. So, but this isn't, Imperial Remnant. I think, yeah, just AT-RT attack. There's no name for it, but I'm guessing it's just, a snow turret. Something about me, I love Imperial manufacturing. That is something that I absolutely love. The AT-ST is a beautiful machine. So is the Imperial Star Destroyer. That is awesome. And what else we got? TIE Fighter's pretty cool. I really like the TIE Bomber. I know it's like freaking slow, but really cool. I really like the Imperial design and kind of the machines that they build. So it was pretty obvious that I had to pick this one up because of the AT-RT. So just first off, 297 pieces. I don't know how to count really. Once I get to about 20, it gets a little fuzzy. But from what we have here, this is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. We've gotten a lot of Mando and Grogu. It is a new Grogu. It's not the armored Grogu, which sure, he might not be wearing his armor in this scene in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but come on. Yeah, sorry, that was rude. That was very rude of me. I would have preferred the armored Grogu. Mandalorian looks pretty similar to the other ones that we've gotten. The helmet, though, I think is a little different. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's a little different, and I like it. I actually like it. Removed his helmet. So the helmet, it kind of has like a slimmer look towards the front, which kind of makes a little more sense for the Mandalorian's helmet. Comes with the jetpack and a blaster. That's pretty cool. Grogu is different. Somehow, Grogu's Grogu. He's just so small, you can't really do anything with him other than just kind of put him on the ground. No shade. Grogu's lived a crazy life. He's like 60 years old by now. Maybe. Anyways, the AT-RT driver, the Imperial Remnant AT-RT driver, I personally really like. It kind of has that shore trooper vibe to him, to the helmet, and I've never had a like a driver, an Imperial driver guy. So any kind of unique Imperial soldier is an A+ in my book. It is a snow trooper though, which I guess doesn't really matter. I don't know. It's got a unique face too, which is pretty cool. That is one thing I like with the stormtroopers they've been doing recently, is they actually give them faces now, and they're all like different and unique. I really like that. It's just, I don't know. The universe that you build with your minifigs is diverse now. That's cool. I know, no jokes in there. It might sound like I'm being sarcastic, but I actually really like it. The helmet turns, which is always nice. Stormtrooper helmets can't do that, which that's fine. But I do really like this Remnant driver. Not enough to get the bust that's coming out, in a bit, but whatever. Okay, that is the minifigs. Let's get into the builds. So we're going to start first with the Empire Strikes Back kind of turret type here. I know that's not exactly what this is, but that's what we're going to call it. So this was pretty fun to build. I really like, I love, if, I love set pieces. I think that's what makes, when you're building a battle, when you're just having fun with them, the set builds are some of the most important things, I think. If you just have a bunch of vehicles and minifigs, yeah, sure, that's fine. But where's the environment that they're in? This, for any snow planet, can do that. Right now I'm doing a little Hoth thing, and it's not perfect, but it's got this bad boy, and that is awesome. I'll take it. So, this is a, 360 turret. It just goes up and down, but this goes left and right, so, the driver's set. Got 2 stud shooters at the top. Kind of an eyesore, but that's fine. You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes I use the stud shooters, sometimes I don't, whatever. You can totally take them off, though, and just put, like, a brick there if you really wanted to. Am I going to do that? Probably not. But, anyways, I really like just any turret look. It's awesome. The minifig does fit pretty well on top. There's a lot of space up here. You could probably fit 2 or 3 minifigs at the top. And then there are some stickers that we get along this tube here. Not too bad, honestly, because honestly, the bigger the sticker, the easier. So it wasn't bad at all. It is a little weird just because they obviously look like stickers. Like for something like this, the Imperial logo on the sides here, like, yeah, they look like stickers, but at the same time, it makes sense. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? These ones, they're obviously stickers. I think I would have preferred either printed pieces or textured pieces, or just literally fill every empty space with a sticker. Whatever. This then opens up to this little thing on the inside. I don't know. It looks like we have some sort of the battery for the turret or whatever. When the Empire pulls out like E-web cannons and they have that little box next to it. Maybe it's inside the turret. That's cool. And then we got a little box you can store whatever you want. The instructions tell you to store something that I don't really like on this one, but we're gonna just keep going. And then it's got 2 little clips for blasters. Comes with the medium-sized Lego blaster. Can't really do anything else inside. I think it would have been cool if there was like a control panel so you could do it from the inside, if that makes sense. Like you can control the turret from the inside. You don't have to be openly exposed like that. But moving on. Guess I should. Oh, yeah. Here's the other side of the box. Box is pretty cool. Actually, side note, box is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, big thing I should have mentioned with Mando. So, if you see on the box right here, I know this is box art, but it's got a little carrier from Grogu with Mando. I'm pretty sure that's in, like, the speeder set. Just something to put on Mando's backpack to hold Grogu. I think that would have been an excellent addition because the biggest problem I have with this set is the smallest detail that is in the set. And that is, you see Grogu right here. The set tells you... Oh, that was a mistake. Didn't mean to bow it. So, the set tells you that in this compartment right here, you store a little control panel. And where does the control panel go? Right on top, right here. So, you take Grogu off and put the control panel on, or you take the control panel off and put Grogu on. Do not like that. I think I would have just preferred the little basket to hold Grogu. I don't like that feature. I don't know. Just seems weird. Just seems kind of lazy in my mind. No disrespect. Just seems a little like, oh, if you just want to take the control panel off. Or put a little thing in here and then put the control panel on that. Okay. Weird design. I know I'm not a Lego engineer, but here's what I'm thinking. Take off one of these clips. So you have 2 clips here for a blaster. Take off one of the clips. I might even just do this. Put on one of those, how do I even, like 90-degree angle ones. Like one by one studs that angles up to 90 degrees with the stud on the side. and then you can put the control panel on like that. Maybe, maybe not. So, I don't know. Besides, I mean, it's also, I haven't seen the movie yet. But I don't know if I'll ever have Mando attacking I don't know if I'm going to use this set for what it's intended. I kind of bought the things for the separate things. Does that make sense? Like kind of when they made the TIE Interceptor and the Mando Starfighter, not Mando's Starfighter, but the Mandalorian Starfighter together like a couple years ago. I never really had them fight each other, but I just wanted both separately. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what this set is to me, at least. Which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. But, you know, so I'm definitely just going to have the ATRT driver drive the ATRT and then have the turret for either the Rebels or it's a whole package set. He's got an ATRT and a turret and he's kind of just a boss scout. You know what I mean? Anyways, so that is my review. That is the review. It is a good set for set pieces and a new Imperial vehicle. If you like the Empire, that's a good thing. If you just want Mando and Grogu, there's a $10 speeder set. I would recommend getting that. If you want the ATRT driver and the turret and the ATRT, do it. Go for it. You know, I'm not your financial advisor, but, you know, if you got the means, go for it. I don't have the means and I still got it. So that should go, that should show you what's going on here. Anyways, that's it. Hope you had fun. Hope you had as much fun as I had, Panic. And I'll see you next time.